Action. Alright lads, welcome back to another video. This one is obviously Combined 11, where if you've seen the episodes in the past few weeks, you know the format by now. But it's basically, I get this piece of cardboard and I get Siri to choose a team at random from the Premiership teams and a team at random from the rest of the teams in the lower leagues, and we try and do a Combined 11 based on those two teams, but the rule is that I have to get a minimum of 3 players from the lower league team into the Combined 11 of both teams. So obviously these teams may have lesser quality of players, and comparing that to the Premiership team of course. So the rule is that 3 players from this team need to get in the 3 players from whatever team comes here. So let's get into it. Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 12.
It's 1.
Number 1 this time. Oh, number 1 on the Premiership list is Hamilton Academical. This could be a bit of a tricky one, this one, because they've not got the greatest players, Hamilton. I think we can all admit to that. We'll go and pick the lower league side that we're going to do the Combined 11 with. Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 30.
It's 23.
Number 23, the fate is sealed. 23. Hamilton Academical is the Premiership side, and the lower league side, Berwick Rangers Football Club, a controversial club right now who have sacked a social media guy unfairly in my view, but they're the Combined 11 team that we're going to do it with, and if this was a Combined 11, even putting the 2 fan bases together, be a pretty poor attendance at the game I think. Hamilton Academical and the low league side, Berwick Rangers. So let's put them together and try and make a Combined 11 out of it. Oh, genuinely, I'm struggling with this one. I didn't ken half of Berwick Rangers players. Hamilton's not much better either. Oh, I don't know what to do with this, man. Right, let's take this seriously now. Heads down. I have no clue how or why I'm putting these players in, because they're all pish. Berwick's one decent player that was with them this season, their top scorer, Paul Willis, moved to Peterhead in January, so I've been scuffled even more. Formation do you stick these useless guys into? I know none of these guys' names. Who's Callum Adamson? Striker or punt? Right, I think I've got it. Right, so after a long slog, try to find a decent enough team here, because I just didn't rate any of these players, and if I'm being honest, when I was looking at Berwick Rangers' team, I didn't know anybody really. I knew a couple, maybe, and that's mainly due to the fact that some of them were ex-Dunfermline players, and the problem is with them, they can't even get in Berwick Rangers' first team at the moment, so I was left with a bit of a sticky situation. But I've managed to cobble together something, so hopefully it's a decent enough wee team. So starting off in goal, we've got Hamilton goalkeeper Gary Woods. Pretty obvious choice. I mean, the only other choice for Berwick Rangers I think was a guy called Brennan, and I believe I've seen him in recent years. I think he was at Wraith Rovers at one point in the last couple of seasons, but Gary Woods is probably head and shoulders above him. I don't really know much about Gary Woods, but obviously you see more of him when he's in the Premiership. So Gary Woods in goal for this Combined 11 of 2 average teams really. Next up, we'll just go through the full defence. First up, at right back, Ziggy Gordon, probably one of the more experienced players of this team, and definitely one that adds a wee bit of quality to the side. Then you've got Matt Kilgallen, another one that actually adds a lot of kind of experience to the side, despite not being a great player overall. A player that will nonetheless add something to the team. Next up, Alex Gogic. I believe this is probably the hardest addition to the team, even though there is a couple of hard nuts still left to put in the team. But Alex Gogic just certainly looks like a guy that you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alleyway on a Tuesday night. So he's going to go in the team, and he's there just based off the fact that he's a bit of a hard geezer. And at left back, I mean, I know I had to make a decent enough case for I know I had to make a decent enough case for whoever I put in from the lower league team, and basically the reason behind this is that he's an ex-Dunfermline player. He was half decent when I saw him, and even though he's not been in the recent Berwick Rangers side that played on Tuesday night just past, he's getting in the team nonetheless. So Jordan Oru is going in at left back. As I said, I've seen him at Dunfermline kind of reserve level, and I always sort of rated him a bit. Then he got released for us when Alan Johnson came in, I believe, maybe just the season after that. And he's obviously not doing horrendously well at Berwick, and he's an addition there because I just need to get the numbers up. We're going for a formation of 4-1-2-1-2, by the way. I've not written that in yet, but that is the formation we're going with. And the defensive midfielder, I think you could have probably guessed it by now. It's Darian McKinnon, a Hamilton player, of course, and a well-known guy. He's probably one of the harder additions to the team, even though he is a bit of a kind of meme for Hamilton. He's just a bit of a piss take, I suppose, but he is one of the harder additions to the team. Obviously, as I said, quite a lot of hard nuts in this team and a bit more experience at the back as well, and throughout the team with age and stuff like that. But Darian McKinnon goes in there. He was kind of an obvious addition to put in for the Hamilton side of things. And then on the right hand side of midfield, we've got Hamilton's kind of main creative outlet, even though I don't know how much of a creative outlet he's been since returning to Hamilton. I don't know how much he's lived up to that potential. But we've got Tony Ongdrew, and I've seen this guy in the flesh in the past couple of seasons. He played for Dundee United at one point in the past couple of seasons in the Championship, and he's obviously a talented player. As I said, not sure how much impact he's had for Hamilton since going back there as a sort of returning hero. I think he's on loan from whatever his parent club still is, and he's probably one of the players with the most talent in this team, so he had to fit in somewhere. Next up is the second addition from Berwick Rangers, and it's going to be Cameron Blues. He scored the other night against Peterhead to get Berwick Rangers a surprise 3 points against Peterhead, which brings the title kind of talk back into the fore. And I mean, I suppose he's going to be one of the players with talent as well. I think he was at Falkirk in recent years. Don't know if he's still there and maybe on loan at Berwick, but he's been at Edinburgh City in recent seasons as well, and he's obviously performed to a decent level and scoring against the likes of Peterhead at League 2 level. It's a good achievement for him, and he's probably a creative outlet for Berwick as well, despite the fact they've not really scored a hell of a lot of goals this season. He's probably one of their outlets, so we'll give him the credit for that and put him in there at the left mid position, because according to his transfer market profile, he can slot in there. Now, the attacking mid position, we've obviously got the hard nut guy in defensive mid, and then we've got the kind of stalwart of Hamilton. I think he's played over 200 games and he's played 500 career games, but there you go, Dougie Imrie in it, the attacking mid position, just floating in behind the strikers, just trying to create stuff and cause a bit of havoc with the opposition team. I'm trying to really talk up these players, as you can tell. So Dougie Imrie is in there, and of course he's another kind of Scottish football stalwart and a bit of a, like Darian McKinnon, a bit of a meme. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it meme or meme?
It's meme.
It's meme. But Dougie Imrie's in there, and again, he's probably in there for more of his reputation to do with the fact that he is known as a bit of a hard nut. And let's just brush past that in. He's in there. In the strike force, the third and final addition from Berwick Rangers, Callum Adamson. I believe he's one of Berwick Rangers' top scorers after Paul Willis departed Berwick in January to go to Peterhead, who he probably would have made it into this team in some form, but Callum Adamson is now making it in because I believe he's now the top scorer left at Berwick, despite the fact that Paul Willis is still actually the proper top scorer for Berwick, even though he doesn't even play for them. That shows you how much down to the bare bones I had to pick for in this video. But Callum Adamson's going to go in there alongside the new addition to Hamilton's strike force from January, George Oakley. They signed him from Inverness, and he scored that fantastic goal up at Aberdeen, which was both Van Basten-esque and Jermaine Defoe-esque, because if you've seen both them goals by Van Basten and Jermaine Defoe, they're very similar, and the George Oakley goal was right up there with the two of them. And the fact that it came from the boots of George Oakley, who, despite the fact that I think he's probably one of the better players in this team, definitely wouldn't expect to see that out of him. So he's probably one of the better players in this team, and I'm probably clutching at straws with that because I don't think this team's the greatest. And I think I've been kind of shafted by Siri picking automatically these two teams for me, but I've tried my best. So as I said, there's my combined 11 for these two teams. No idea if you'll have any sort of clue on whether I've chosen the right combined 11 for these two teams. Let me know what you think in the top right hand corner just now. Have I made the right decision with this combined 11, and do you agree with it? Let's hope Siri doesn't shaft me once again next week when I choose two teams, because this is the combination that I was fearing coming into this series. So there's your combined 11 for these two teams. As I said, I've massively struggled this episode if I'm being honest, and I never want to get into this scenario again. These two types of teams, I barely have a clue, and if I'm being honest, I'm not really that fussed about any of the players, and I'm just going off the basis of like things like Jordan Oru, seeing him in the Dunfermline reserves a couple of years ago, which in itself isn't the greatest accolade to have, but he's in there now, and the rest of this team, as I said, let me know what you thought in that poll that popped up about 30 seconds ago now. Let me know what you thought, and hopefully, as I said, this doesn't happen again. But that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like. Comment down below what you think of this combined 11 and this series. Are you still enjoying it? And subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, which will be a mixture of Predict the Six and maybe talking about something else tomorrow as we head into the weekend's games, despite no Dunfermline game, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys. Right, what a load of shite.